By the end of this video, you will be able to build your own lead scoring system. First, what is a lead scoring system and why you need one, especially if you have a sales team? A lead scoring system will allow you to know the likeliness of a lead to buy your products or services. Let's take the example of Dan. Dan have a business and he have 3 leads. The first one have a likeliness to buy of 50%, the second one of 29%, and the third one of 12%. Who do you think Dan will sell to first? Of course, the first one. The first thing of this automation is the database. The first table is customers info table, and the second is lead scoring table. To trigger this automation, you will need 3 information, as you can see on the first line: the name, the company name, and the email. I've chosen these elements because for me, these are the easiest information to have through an email or a phone call. Then I want this automation to do 2 things. The first one is to fill every element of the table with information thanks to data scrapping. So I've chosen city, job title, company industry, company size, so the number of employees, number of website visit, the number of time the leads came on your website, number of email open, and value product bought. So if the lead already bought products or services from your company or not. So you have to customize this element to your current situation and your business niche and the type of lead you have. Of course, the more elements you will have here, the most accurate your lead score will be. But the counterpart of this is that for each element you add, you have to ask you 2 questions. Do I have these elements already? And if not, can I find a way to scrap them? And the second thing I want the automation to do is the lead score. So for each element here, I want the automation to convert the raw data into grade between 1 and 4, where 1 is the worst and 4 is the better. And at the end, you see a column called total lead score, where you have a final lead score for each lead. So let's go back on the automation. It can look like a little bit complex, but it's not. I've written some notes for you so you can understand maybe a little bit better what is doing what. The first element is the trigger. So as I said, it's when you enter here the 3 first informations. Then we have 4 lines. The 3 first lines are for data scrapping, and the last one is to convert element into grade, as we've seen on the second table. So each line corresponds to a type of scrapping. The first one is the scrap of the LinkedIn profile of the lead. The second one is the LinkedIn company scrapper. So you scrap the LinkedIn page of the company of your lead. And the last one is CRM scrapper. So you scrap information you already have in your CRM. So let's go through each element. So the first one is Airtable, and we want to watch record. So in the customers database and customers info table. And we just want to trigger the automation when you add a new row in the first table we've seen. Then the automation will go here on the first line. So on the first line, I've said we want to scrap the LinkedIn profile of the customer. So I've chosen Phantom Buster for this task. So we make an API call and get an output. I've chosen this Phantom, the LinkedIn profile scrapper. To connect it to Make, you will have to find the Phantom ID. So you click on the Phantom, and the ID will be this part. So you copy and paste on Make. So then when you received all this information from the Phantom, you want to add it into the first table of Airtable as raw data. So you connect your database, the ID is the email address, and you want to fill company name and city. That's what we want to extract on this first line. So I don't have this element in my Phantom Buster module because I didn't run the automation, but you should have it when you run it once. So you click on these two boxes and you click under Phantom Buster on the corresponding elements. Then we want to store it in a data store. So what is a data store? It's a built-in module of Make when you can store structured data. So you can see it as a set variable, but for a data structure. So you have multiple elements with multiple type of element, like number, text, boolean, etc. So let's see, you create a data store name, the key is the email again, and you want to fill city. So the city will be this, and the job title will be this. And then you click on OK. If you need help to build your own lead scoring system, you can book a one-on-one call with me. The link will be in description. Then the second line is for scrapping the LinkedIn profile page of the company. So again, I've chosen LinkedIn Company Scrapper as a Phantom. You make an API call, you get the output, and again, we do the same thing, but with different criteria. Here, we want the job title, the company industry and the company size. So again, I didn't run it, so I don't have it here, but you should have it here, and you need to click for these two elements, and then press OK. And same idea, we want to fill the corresponding value here, company industry and company size, and press OK. For the third line, you can have like your CRM when you grab the important information in your database, so search for CRM objects, and same idea again, you want to fill your Airtable last three criteria, so number website visit, number email read, and value product bought. You should have it again here. So you click on each element and press OK. And store again the same elements here. So with the number website visit, number email read, and the value product bought. Once we've done this, we did the first part of the automation, so fill every element here, and we did the second thing where we stored every element in a data structure. Here, add, replace, record, here and here. Now we want to have all of this raw information on the last line here. We get a record. So same data store, and the key is email, and we want to convert this raw data into a grade between 1 and 4 for each element. So for this we're using an assistant. So I've created one. Let's see what it looks like. So it's named lead scoring analyst, and here are the instructions. You are a lead scoring analyst. I gave you value for specific fields and you return a grade between 1 and 4. 4 is better, 1 is the worst. And after that, I've written every element we have in the database and gave to this assistant a grading system. For example, for city, 1 is city outside North America, 2 is city outside US but in North America, 3 is city more than 50 kilometers from Miami in the US, because the idea here is that I am a business in Miami. And 4 is a city less than 50 kilometers from Miami. So, of course, you have to adapt your grading system to your business. Like, for example, if you are a software company, the distance from another business is not that important. So we have also, let's take another one, number email read. 1 is no email open, 2 is one email open, 3 between 2 and 5, and 4 more than 5. So once you have it, you have this, you create a module OpenAI, message an assistant. You connect your OpenAI account with your API key. You select the assistant you've created, and you enter this. Here are the values that you will grade. You give each element, and you give from the data store each corresponding elements. So these are the elements we scrapped just before. Then the problem here is that we have all of the grades for each element, but in a raw text format, and we want to have it in a data structure so we can add it to the lead scoring table. So you create another module, transform text to structured data. So you connect again your OpenAI account to make. You select the model you want. 3.5 Turbo is a good one. The text to parse is the result from the previous model, so it's here. And the prompt is now you will transform the result into the following I forgot a G, data structure. And then the data structure will look like something like this. So you want to add every column of the database as a data definition. So let's see, for example, the first one is city, description is the city grade, and every element will have a data type of number, because this is a grade. You can add some example, and you do this for each element. Job title grade, number. Company industry, grade, number. And you press OK. Now we have transformed the raw data into grade. We have transformed it into structured data. We want to add it in the lead scoring table here. So let's click on Airtable. So you want to connect to the customer's database, the lead scoring table, so the second table. So the ID is email as usual. And then you want to match each element created in the data structure of this module with the elements of the lead scoring table. You click here. You want to select elements from transform text to structured data module, and you click on every one for each box, and then you click OK. And after this, the automation will add each grade for each column. And at the end, you have the total lead score. So let's review what I've done here. That's a basic formula. I've just did the average of each element. But to be more accurate, you can add weight for each element. So for example, if the company size is more important than everything else, you can put a weight on 1 on everything and put a weight of 2 on company size. To do this, you just multiply each value by a weight, and you divide the total by the addition of each weight. If you want to know how to scrap anything on internet, you can see this video I've done just before. Thank you for watching.